Hello viewers, today I'm going to teach you how to make this short for a baby girl who is 10 to 14 years, and when you look keenly, this short has no seam, it is seamless, even has a back, and therefore good to go. You can also see the beautiful pattern that we have engaged in making this short together with the finishing, plus the lace which is acting as the belt, and the other one is acting as the the second one is acting as they're playing the role of the buttons. So when doing this work, we are going to engage the 100% acrylic yarn, which is meant for making baby clothes. We are also going to engage or to use scissors for cutting the thread, the yarn where necessary. We will need a hook which is 4 mm in size. We will need a marker, at least one of them will be enough, and we will need this traditional tool for inserting the laces. You can see how I have inserted the lace which is acting as a belt and the one which is acting as a button. So welcome to this tutorial, and kindly do subscribe to my work. Give me a thumb up and a comment. Welcome to the tutorial. Okay, I've already made a chain of 130. So let's continue working, and we will put our first double crochet in the in the third stitch. So in the fourth stitch we put our our first double crochet. Then chain 1, skip 1, and then go to the next. Put a double crochet, then chain 1, skip 1, put a double crochet, and this is how we will continue working until the end of this round. Chain 1, then you skip 1, go to the next, put a double crochet. So continue with the pattern until you approach the last 2 stitches, and I'll show you what you are going to do. Okay, we have approached the end of the round, so we are going to skip chain 1, then we skip 1, and you realize, if you realize you have 1 stitch remaining, do not panic, just put 2 stitches or 2 double crochet in the same stitch, and your work will be good to go. So note, we are not separating these two with a chain like you are doing in the rest of the work. Then from there you chain 3, then turn your work and put a double crochet in the next stitch, then you chain 1 and skip to the main body of the work, and put a double crochet on every stitch including the chain. So we will have double crochet all through. You can see what you are getting. So once you finish this row of double crochet through, you repeat the chain or the mess, then you keep alternating the mess and the round of double crochet, and make around 5 rows. Then we are going to connect after that. Make 5 to 6 rows. Okay, I've finished making the waist area or the belt of the waist, and I've made the rounds that I told you we make. I've also done some finishing on this one side where I've put 2 rounds of double crochet and then some loops. You can see loops here. These are the loops where we are going to insert our belt when we finish the project. So these are the loops that will take care of the lace. So I'm going to show you how to do this finishing on this other side. So what you do, you just come here and put your insert your hook on top of the chain that we made earlier. After inserting the chain, you get your yarn and pull through. You have already made, then you chain 3. After chaining 3, make a double crochet in every space, including this small space here. Don't skip this small space. It also deserves a double crochet. And see what you are getting, and then another double crochet on this chain, top of this chain that we made here. I'm trying to tame the tail. This is what we have. Then chain 3 and turn your work. Put another round of double crochet. Don't forget to put a double crochet on top of the chain. Then from there chain 2 and turn your work. This time we are creating the loops, so we chain 2 and skip 1. We put a slip stitch, then chain 2 again, skip 1, put not a slip stitch but a single crochet, chain 2, skip 1, single crochet again after skipping 1. So here you skip 2 and put in the last chain. Then you come down just to do a little finishing, doing slip stitch so that you can be able to cut the yarn. Now these are the loops that we are going to insert our yarn. So from there, not our yarn but our lace. So from there we chain 1 and cut the yarn. We have completed. So this is what will happen. We are going to insert, when we finish the project, this is where these are the loops that we will engage or use to insert our list for the project. So after doing all this addition here, we have 134 chains and we want that 140. So we are going to insert our hook here and then make a chain of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then from there we join our work, not on the loop but on the chain which we made, or this stitch which is here in form of a chain. And once we join our work, we chain 1, so our work is joined, and we are going to cut the yarn. We will not continue working from there to avoid having seam in our short. So from there, I've divided the work into a half, so we come down this way, and this is at the back. So we insert, this is the center of our work where we will be working from, and we will be crocheting around this time, or clockwise. Then from there we remove the mark and insert the hook where the mark was. After inserting the hook, we make 3 chains. 1, 2, 3, then a double crochet right where the chain is standing or in the same space. Now after doing that, sorry, we will not make 3 but we will make 2 chains so that the chain doesn't look longer than the double crochet. So that is what we have. Then from there we continue making double crochet all around our work, including where we have made the chain. So continue working until you get where we have the chain. Now for the areas where we were creating chains, you just put a double crochet and don't put a chain anymore. And then you proceed, but remember there is no stitch here. So what you do is, this is a stitch, you put a double crochet here and then put another one there, proceed to the second one, then you land in the chain and start putting double crochet, put 6 double crochet on top of the chain, because we made 6 chains. Sorry, let's do the teaming on this tail. This is here so that we don't have a lot of cutting. So you can see I'm holding the tail with me. Just move slowly and make sure that you make 6 double crochet, not excess. So we have 1, 2, 3 times 2, 6. Then we land in the main work and tame this other tail. Okay, we have arrived where we have the chain. We make a double crochet and not the chain anymore. Then from there continue working double crochet. We will meet where we have the mark or where we started this work. So continue working. Okay, we've reached the end of the round, so we are going to put our slip stitch not on the chain but on top of the double crochet, and after putting it there we chain 2 and put another double crochet right in the same space. Then there will be a slight change in the pattern. We are going to skip this stitch, go to the next, put a double crochet, then come to the skipped and put a double crochet, so that we end up having an X pattern, and this is how we are going to continue throughout this round. You skip one, then come back again and put a double crochet. Check, I skip this, come to this, put an double crochet, come back to the skipped and put a double crochet. So continue working until the end of the round. So this is what we get. Continue working. Okay, we have finished the round where we were creating the chain or the hex pattern. So we are going to close our work with a slip stitch on top of this double crochet and knot the chain. After doing that, we chain 2 and put a double crochet right where we have the chain. Then from there, we continue putting chains, or we take a round of double crochet round our work, three double crochet without doing any addition or any pattern. So continue working. I'll meet you at the end of the round. Just a free round of double crochet. This is what we are getting, so continue working. Okay, we have finished the hex pattern, so we are going to close our work with a slip stitch on top of this double crochet. Then we chain 3. After chaining 3, we put a double crochet right where we have the chain, and we continue putting double crochet on top of every stitch, but we will be increasing our work at stitch 10. So at stitch 10, we put 2 double crochet together so that we can grow the bump of this short. So we do the counting. We count in twos: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in number 10, we put 2 together so that we can grow the bump. So we continue like this, ending at the stitch 10 or stitch 10 so that we can grow the bump. Continue and finish the round. Okay, have completed the round where we were increasing at the stitch 10. I've also made a free round of double crochet. You can make one or just work with the one of increase. Then we are going to close our work with a slip stitch on top of this double crochet that we made here, and then start making the pattern. So you count 1, 2. In the third chain you make 4 single crochet together, 4 single crochet together. So therefore then you skip 1, 2. In the third one you make a slip stitch, and then you count again 1 2 1 2 3. In the third one you make, again you make 4 single crochet or a cluster of 4 single crochet together. Then at stage 3 you put a single crochet. This is what we are going to do until we finish this round. I'll demonstrate once more. You count 1 2 3. In the third one you put a cluster of 4 single crochet knots, a half double crochet, sorry, they shouldn't be 4. Then you skip 2, the third one you put a single crochet, and that is what we are going to do until the end of the round. So continue working. Okay, I have finished the round that we were increasing at chain or at stitch 10. I've also made a round of 3 double crochet. You can make one or work with just the first one. So from there we are going to put a slip stitch on our work, then chain 3, 1 2 3, and put a double crochet right where we have a chain. Then from there we repeat this pattern, the X pattern. So you skip this stitch here, come to this one, put a double crochet, then go back to the skip and put a double crochet, and you will do this until the end of the round. So continue working. I'll meet you after the end of the round. We have finished the hex pattern that we were putting, so we are going to put a slip stitch on top of this double crochet and not the chain. Then from there you chain 3, put a double crochet in the same space because the chain is not counting. From there we are going to be putting 2 double crochet in the spaces in between the X. 2 spaces, sorry, 2 double crochet in the spaces in between the X. And when we finish this row, you take, you do 2 more rounds of 3 double crochet, then we are going to meet after that. So continue working. We have completed the 3 rounds of 3 double crochet, so we are going to repeat the hex pattern and the hex pattern that we did here and this other pattern on top here where we were putting 2 double crochet together. So we start with the hex pattern, and once we complete the hex pattern, then you start putting the 2 double crochet in between the X pattern, and then we will connect after that. Okay, this is how far we have gone in our project, just alternating the double crochet and then the hex pattern and 2 double crochet in the spaces in between the hex pattern, and I have made 1 2 3 rows of double crochet plus these 2 of X and 2 double crochet together. Now from here, mine is enough. If you wanted a bigger one, you can go ahead and alternate these rows. So we are going to join with a slip stitch, and then we divide the 2 openings of the legs. So we go come to this stitch here and put a slip stitch. Then from there we chain 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then from there I have divided it into half. You can see the mark here. So I've divided the work into half so that this one will be one opening and this will be another opening. So we our come with our crochet, our chain, and put or join with a slip stitch where we have the mark. Make sure you don't mess up. Just join with a slip stitch, then chain 1 and cut the yarn because we cannot start working from the side. With the work will have a seam and we don't want that. So when it is this way, it is going to form a very nice short for a baby girl who is 14, 15, 16, depending on the body size. So you take your work this way and come to chain number 6 because these are 11, so our center will be chain number 6. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then insert your hook at chain number 6 and grab your yarn, make a slip stitch, slip knot, then with the slip knot pull it, bring it to chest size, then you chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and put and double crochet in every chain. So we have to work. We will have to put a chain, a stitch where we have the chain. Then from there we proceed putting double crochet in every chain. Just move slowly. This is a tender area. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 stitches or 5 double crochet. So we move to the main body and proceed making our double crochet. And remember to tame these tails so that they don't look ugly in your work. So continue working until you get to the end of the round. Okay, we have gone around this part of the legs. So we have arrived where we have the half of the chins. So this is what we are going to do. Just make double crochet until where we started. Make 5 of them because the chain was made of 11 and the one is taken care of as the center. Then after that, we join our work with a slip stitch where we have the first double crochet. So After joining, we have now connected the in between the legs, and this is how our shot will look like. So we say in 3 and put and double crochet right where we have the chain. Then from there, we now repeat it. We start putting the X pattern followed by these 2 double crochet in the same space in between the X, and then after that, one you make 1 round of free double crochet. I'll repeat again. So what we are going to do is we are going to put the X pattern, this is here, then followed by these 2 double crochet pattern, then followed by the round of free double crochet, then we will meet after that. Okay, this we are finished the round. That is the hex pattern, then 2 double crochet. You can see how I fixed them. Then a round of free double crochet. Once you do the round of free double crochet, you repeat these 2 rows. When you finish, you repeat this one until when you feel that uh, the length is enough as you want. Then you will go to the other side. I have finished both opening of the short. You can see how it looks like. Have also done the finishing of one opening. This is the pattern that we are going to do the finishing with. So I'm going to show you how you are going to go about doing the same finishing. So you come down here and complete the X pattern. Then you join your work with a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet which is here. Then chain 1, then make a slip stitch right on the X pattern and chain 2, then put 3 half double crochet in the same space. You're going to put 4, then in this X here we put a single crochet, and then you'll be able to land in the next V pattern and put 4 more half double crochet in the same space. Once you are 4, you skip to the next X and put a single crochet, then the following one will now have or host 4 half double crochet. So this is what we get. After doing that, continue and finish. Then I'll meet you to show you how to insert the belt on top here. Okay, we have finished the finishing down here of the opening. So we are going to close our work with a slip stitch, and then we cut the yarn. Then pull through. After pulling through, we hide the tail inside here. That's how I always hide mine. Then you cut it completely. We are going to insert the 2 yarn up here, not yarn but laces, one for closing here and the other one to act as a belt. So for the belt, I've already made one. This is long. You can make yours as long as you want it to be. And then what you do is you just make a long chain like the one I have here. I'll demonstrate. Make a very long chain that you feel will go around the short. After making a long chain, Then you come down making a single crochet in every stitch until you complete all the chains, and that one will be fit to, or will be good, will be the belt of the short. So have already made one. This one is just a lace for this small part which is here, is opening here, for adjusting the short. So I've already made one, and this is the method that you are going to use to make yours. Okay, we are going to hook the lace that will play the row of the buttons, and then we fix it here. Remember the loops that we made sometimes back, these are the loops that we are going to use. So what you do is you come with the lace and insert it through there. Insert through here and make sure it doesn't slip out. Then from there you come to this first loop here. This is here. Our first loop is here. Then you go to the opposite loop. Then you go to the other loop on the other side. Continue and finish up. Okay, we are finished inserting this lace which will play the row of the buttons. Then we are going to start working on the other one. Just cut it. After cutting, you make a knot so that it doesn't slip out, and you make a knot on this other side, and then do the trimming. Do the trimming. This is how the lace looks like. Now we are going to insert the belt at this area. We use our belt at this area, so we just hook it with the same pin and negotiate through the loops. Negotiate through these loops. We can negotiate it through these loops. We are not going to put here but here. So you'll be skipping 2 loops. Check how it is behaving. Then 2 loops again. Just move this way. And this, and this is how it will look like. So continue inserting. We are going to meet at the end here.